Welcome. Let's begin with one of the very important topics, and this topic talks about Swayam and Swayam Prabha. This is a new part of your paper 1 syllabus, and hence is very important and very scoring, very factual, very direct, something that you need to memorize. So let's begin with Swayam Prabha. Now all those are part of online learning that we talk about. So we can divide learning as offline learning versus online learning. Under online learning you have Swayam Prabha, then you have Swayam MOOC. So all those we would be discussing one by one. So in today's lecture we would focus on Swayam Prabha and Swayam. Now Swayam Prabha is a 32 DTH channel that is devoted exclusively to broadcast high quality educational content. Now this channel is important because it runs 7 days a week and for 24 hours. Now how does it run for 24 hours? Because it's not possible to have a new content 24 hours. So what actually happens is you have 4 hours of new content that is provided every day, and this is repeated in 5 slots. So based on your own convenience you can pick out a slot at which you would require to listen that. Now this is transmitted by GSAT 15 satellite. So that's again an important question, through which satellite this is transmitted. Now what are the intricacies? First is these channels, the 32 channels, are uplinked by BIZAG. BIZAG is located in Gandhinagar. The whole of the portal is maintained by Inflipnet. Inflipnet is based in Ahmedabad. And then you have certain contributors. The contributors are mainly IIT, UGC, CEC, Consortium for Educational Communication. Then you have IGNOU, that's for the open learning, NIOS again for open learning. Then you have NEPTEL, that's basically for the engineering and sciences. So these are the major platforms which are contributors at Swayam Prabha. Now what is the basic idea? They have divided the sections into various heads. First is the higher education, that's catering to graduate and postgraduate students. The next is school level education, catering to 9 to 12. Then you also have students from the curriculum based courses, that is basically a curriculum designed for, let's say, IGNOU or for NIOS. So those are curriculum based learning. You also have assistance for 11th and 12th students who are preparing for competitive exams. So those are the various efforts that have taken place. Now what are the partners and the contributors? So all that we talked about here are definitely the partners and the contributors. Besides that, you have one important partner, that is QEEE, that is Quality Enhancement in Engineering. Besides that, you have Pathshala, IIT Delhi, IIT Madras, which are main promoters or main basis for the Swayam Prabha to run. Now as we said, there are 32 channels. Let's categorize those channels. So first 10 channels deal with CEC, UGC. Next 8 channels talk about NEPTEL. The next 4 channels 19 to 22 deal with IIT PAL. So IIT PAL is basically professor assisted learning, and these are the courses designed for students preparing for competitive examination. So assisting the students of 11th and 12th, as we discussed in the last section, and that's here from channel 19 to 22. Then 23, 24 and 26 is for IGNOU. Then you have 4 channels for NIOS. The last channel 30 is Gyan Amrit. You have one channel dedicated to Inflipnet, and that's mainly for the PG subjects and yoga. You have one channel for NCERT and one channel for IGNOU and NIOS. Both channel 31 and 32 are dealing only with teachers education. So that's again one of the very important aspects that you need to cover. So this was about Swayam Prabha. Coming on to Swayam. Swayam is a steady web of active learning for young aspiring minds. So YAM means young aspiring minds. Okay, so the idea is, this is a kind of indigenously built up MOOC course. MOOC courses are basically massive open online courses. Now these open online learning courses are taught through an online portal for the students from grade 9 till graduation and post-graduation level. This program has been initiated by Government of India along with MHRD and AICTE, that is All India Council for Technical Education. So this Swayam Prabha is based on 3 pillars. The pillars are, first, we should have access for education for all. It should be equitable and quality should be maintained. So these three are the basic cardinal principles of the philosophy of SWAYAM. Now in the first phase you have IIT Bombay, Madras, Kanpur, Guwahati, JNU, Delhi University, Banaras Hindu University, then you have IGNOU and IIM Bangalore, IIM Calcutta, which are part of it, where the lectures would be taken by the professors for the various fields, be it arts, social science, performing arts, visual arts, law, medicine, so professional or non-professional courses, be it anything. And it's expected that in a period of 2 to 3 years only it could benefit or reach up to 1 crore students. So that's the extent on which it is being planned for. Now as you can see here, you have school education, out of school education, undergraduate and postgraduate. So that would be the focus area for the SWAYAM studies. The school education is basically focusing on the open courses and NCERT curriculum. Out of school is basically the IGNOU courses. Undergraduate and postgraduate both for engineering management and non-professional courses. Now this has been divided into different segments. First of all, there would be video lectures. Based on that, there would be reading material, transcripts that would be given. Then you would have self-assessment sections where the quizzes would be there, the question answer sessions would be there, and finally you would have an online discussion forum for the same. Now why SWAYAM has been important? This is a one-stop solution for all interactive e-content learning from high school to university level. That's what government has been planning for. Provide high quality learning experience, provide a kind of hybrid model along with the classroom teaching that could be done, and this is similar to what has been developed by NEPTEL. So NEPTEL did it only for the science courses, the engineering courses, that was with the 7 IITs and the IISc Bangalore, and they developed nearly 933 courses in 23 different disciplines. This was under the NMEICT. So the acronyms for all of these are again important. So 4-quadrant approach. So first quadrant, as we said, is e-tutorial, that's through the video and the audio sessions. The next is through the PDF, the text, the ebooks that would be there. The third quadrant talks about the web resources that would be useful in the subject that has been taught around. And the fourth quadrant is self-assessment. Now this talks about quizzes, MCQs, long answer, short answer questions, along with discussion forums which would be part of it. The next is the scope of SWAYAM. Definitely, it's useful for the school students from 9 to 12, those preparing for competitive examinations. They also have skill-based courses for vocational training, for polytechnics, and higher education is one of the major aims that they are working towards it. Now, some of the guidelines for designing the SWAYAM courses, they are not so important for your examination point of view, but yes, there could be a probable question. So, at least 25% of the time teacher should be there, visible. Then you have dimensions for the video, those are here, so you can just refer those. And then you have the aspect ratio, that is 16:9, that should be maintained with no noise in the audio. So those are some of the general guidelines that SWAYAM gives. As these are the new sections for your paper 1, these are really important for your upcoming examination. The postal material is updated, so you can just follow the links below for details, and all these new courses would be part of your online course that we would be conducting in the later in the month. So just stay tuned for further updates. Have a wonderful session ahead.